Hola mi gente, I hope you're having a great day. My name is Sebastian. I want to share the story of Josue. He is a person that I met a few years ago through a program that USF has to match mentors and mentees. He is a student at their MBA program and he's now looking to change his career into tech. So I think it will be fantastic for you all to connect with him. His story is quite remarkable. He has overcome incredible challenges, and I found his story quite inspiring to myself as well. So here is a quick interview from Josue. I hope you enjoy. If you find common ground, please connect with me. I'll do a warm intro. Thank you so much and have a great, fantastic day. Ciao. So Josue, thank you for sharing your time. I would love for the people in my network to get to know you a little bit more. So where are you from?
I'm from San Diego, California.
How long have you been here in SF?
It's been 3 years now, since 2016.
So what made you come here to the city?
You know, I wanted a change, something different. San Francisco is amazing. I feel always challenged, and everybody always here is like a family and always trying to help you grow.
Nice. And you're also a Barcelona fan, right?
Barcelona, Vizca Barça.
So for all those Barcelona fans, you know, that's another thing that we have in common, the love for soccer. So Josue, when we met, you told me a story about when you were 16, you were driving and something happened that changed your life. So what happened, back when you were 16?
So it's a big event in my life. When I was 16, I went to Earth Day event in San Diego at Balboa Park, and on my way back home was me and my friends, and I was sitting in the back of my friend's car because I was still underage to drive, and we were at complete zero on the freeway because there was an accident right before us. So the person behind us never stopped. So he hit us 70 to 0. This drunk driver, he wasn't paying attention. So I went immediately into a coma, to 1 month coma.
1 month coma.
1 month coma, yeah. And I was going through treatment for 7 months.
Wow.
It was tough. During that time, I remember very small segments of memory. So when I woke up, I didn't have any memory. I didn't know who my parents were. I didn't know who any of my loved ones were.
You didn't even know how to speak, right?
No, I know not one language out of the 4 languages that I spoke.
And you spoke English, Spanish,
UIMN, and
Aramaic or something like that?
Aramaic.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
So you couldn't speak, you couldn't communicate with your loved ones. How long did it take you to recover and to start talking to people?
Well, for Aramaic and UMA, I have no recollection.
Yeah.
So I had to relearn all the languages. So Spanish and English I had to relearn. So with English, luckily there was people in the hospital to reteach me the language. But for Spanish, the Spanish that I learned was from watching television, kind of remembering how to talk to my cousins.
To your cousins and stuff. So, I mean, just talk about reinventing yourself and overcoming the challenge. I mean, I met this guy and he's now at USF going through his MBA. That's a program. They have a mentorship program. That's how we met. So he's going through that right now. So tell us a little bit about what you're up to. Like, how's the MBA program? When you graduate?
Yeah, the MBA program is amazing. I've had a really good experience at USF. I graduate May of 2020.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm really excited.
And what do you currently work?
I work for the Judicial Council as a finance and operations lead.
Nice. So, Josue, another thing that I would love to share with my network is your dreams, your aspirations. So what are you looking forward to in the next 5 years, for example?
In the next 5 years, I think, I'm looking forward to being part of a tech company and really growing myself, really applying all the skills that I've learned in my experiences and in my MBA program, and really just grow with the company, learn new skill sets, network. I really want to be in an operations role, which is the people operations, marketing, business operations. I feel that that's something that I've I've done really well in my past experiences. I've managed end-to-end projects.
And you've been working in the golf industry for a while, right?
I have been. I've been at the government for a while.
So one of the things that he was telling me about was all these business processes that companies have to go through, where they really have to take into account the state and local regulations. You worked with some projects for PG&E, for Lyft, for Uber. Tell us a little bit more about that.
Yeah, definitely. So with for PG&E, following the explosion in San Bruno, which is really sad, I was able to be adopted through that from San Diego. I was recommended for this position to really help with the CPUC, the California Public Utilities Commission, safety department, as they were
building all those regulations and things, and making it better.
Mm-hmm.
So you were part of that program to improve the whole process that PG&E had to go through, and which unfortunately resulted in those explosions. So Josue, another thing that I want to ask you is, what can you teach anybody out there listening to us or watching this video here on LinkedIn? If someone met you at a networking event or connected with you, which by the way, we're going to have a link below, what can you teach them?
Yeah, I believe that I'll be really good at helping somebody create their business processes or operations, policies and procedures, while being coalescent to laws and regulations set by
the
state, local, or federal government.
Nice. And again, something about managing projects in the government, they're quite rigorous. So I think that could be a fantastic asset to anybody out there. Which, by the way, is going to be my plug into the next part, which is what can you do for Josue? So Josue, what would be the ask of you to my network?
Yeah, definitely. I would love to ask your network to help me better myself, to help me grow. Hopefully be able to teach me SQL, be able to teach me some Python, any of these programming languages, and really just help me transition into the tech industry. Help me with the culture, the interview process, things of that nature.
Yeah, I mean, it's a very exciting industry. For anybody out there that has changed from marketing to finance, from sales to customer success, those are tough changes. And going from the government to now tech, I think Josue would greatly benefit from you. Also, anybody out there that is hiring, if you think that Josue would be a good fit, please stay connected. Also, for people that are great coaches for interviewing, I think Josue could benefit from getting to know you a little bit more. His story is inspirational. He went through something that I wish on nobody, and overcame that, reinvented himself, learned how to speak again. Those are things that, if you think about it, he's changing from one industry to the other. He can do that, he can learn. So I really hope that you can all connect. Now, the last one thing I also wanted to mention was that while learning from Josue, he also wants to be an advocate for the rights of people that have some type of disabilities in the workplace. So if there's anybody out there that is working on diversity, I think that race and gender have a very important place in the discussion, in the conversation, but I think also disability can be part of that. And so Josue can provide his perspective and point of view for anybody out there working on that. So again, everybody, thank you for your time. Thank you, Josue. Wishing you the best. It's been great to meeting you. We're gonna be connected for a while. So anybody that needs an introduction, please let me know. Thank you.
Looking forward.